Continuing on, let's get into the AI talk that I talked about earlier. And let's read this article. So Universal and Warner are nearing a major AI licensing deal. This is a huge, huge thing because this is going to determine the future forward. Financial Times reported that the deal could be completed within weeks. According to Financial Times, major record labels Universal Music Group and Warner Music Group are very close to closing a landmark AI licensing deal with several prominent AI music companies. The deal is Warner Music and Universal Music are negotiating with AI companies 11 Labs, Stability AI, Suno, Udio, and Clay Vision. The labels are also in talks with larger companies, including Spotify and Alphabet, the parent of Google. Two key points of the deal are licensing label-owned songs for creating AI-generated tracks and using the label's music to train large language AI models. The labels are pushed for similar payment model to streaming, where every individual stream generates revenue. One use of a song for AI would also generate revenue. Background: all three major labels have predicated lawsuits against AI companies such as Suno and Ubo in recent years, alleging illegal use of copyrighted material. This deal could be a significant step in the coalescence of the music industry and AI. Very, very scary. If you haven't seen the Suno 2, which is Grok's like video generating machine, it's insane how scary it is. Literally, Michael Jackson looks as real. I just saw a clip on TikTok with him, Michael Jackson, in a Breaking Bad scene with Walter White. And Michael Jackson's voice sounds real. Video looks real. Scary, scary times that we are in. This could all backfire or it could be good. I think it's really, really sad to say this, but I think a lot of this is going to backfire on us, and we're going to really shoot ourselves in the foot with this stuff. One, for content creators, there's a fear that these companies will just replace content creators and create AI versions of them, and people will just support that and just say, fuck real people. There's a huge possibility of that. And companies would rather create AI models and save money than deal with content creators. But the human can create content that AI will never be able to create. They can keep coming up with all types of algorithms and shit, but I think humans still have that creativity that AI will never get. That's one of my fears, obviously. The next is music shit. There's a lot of ways where labels can lie and say this artist had unreleased music, that dead ones at least, and they won't clarify what's AI and what's not. That's where my fear is at, is that, for example, Pop Smoke, dead, all the music that was unreleased that came out, and that's it. But they can go back and say, hey, Pop Smoke had like 10 more records he finished, and then release it and say that it's real. They did that with Michael Jackson when he died, with the Michael album that came out a year after his death. Like, I think 6 or 7 songs were a fake Michael Jackson voice that sounded like him. They found a guy that sounds exactly like Michael, that can match his vocals almost the same, and come to find out they're fake. And the label never revealed that until people ended up suing and finding out. So labels are very snaky and just dirty in general. They will lie to us and say certain songs are real and they're not AI. Now, I have no problem with AI music coming out in the future as long as it's clearly labeled AI, and especially if it has to deal with an artist, like the family approves of it or the artist who's alive approves of it. That to me is fine. But if people are pushing out shit, I mean, there's some crazy. I heard an Eminem song on TikTok that was amazing. The guy wrote it. Sounds fucking crazy. I was like, this is literally like prime Eminem. New music with prime sounding Slim Shady. It was amazing. It was beautiful. But it's not real. So to me, I just can't support that. I can't listen to that knowing that Eminem never made that. There's a special thing about the artist making that and that coming from that person's mind, and for the world to listen to it. When it's an AI and just somebody writing shit in, it doesn't hit the same for me, man. But, there is a deal that's going to come out. Like I said, reading this article, it's going to be significant and it's going to move things forward. And a lot of these companies are leaning into AI and not getting worried about anything, man. And that's what's scaring me, man. I do think we might end up in a Terminator world where these robots just take over and say, fuck all these humans, we don't need them. If we keep going this route and keep training AI and AI gets stronger and smarter, eventually they're going to be like, yo, there is no shutdown button. I'm going to kill you. And that's it. I know that's a dark way of looking at it, but we just got to take this with ease, man. Take it with time. Relax. Why are we such in a rush to release new updated models of video AIs every year? Just wait. Say, hey, let's drop this. Let's test this. Let's see how this works in society. Is this something good for society? Let's wait. It's not all about money, 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 money. That's our downfall as humans. We're just money, 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 money. That's it. We don't care about the effects of anything. And that's the problem. But I can go on a rant with that and all that. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that they're nearing an AI licensing deal. So we'll see what happens moving forward.